I'm Tiffany of TipStitched and welcome to my fabric haul video. One of my goals for 2019 has been to sew through my fabric stash. Now, sewing all of my fabric stash is pretty much impossible for me to do in a year, as in my early years of sewing I was quite excited and bought just everything that I liked. I still like a lot of that fabric, so I'm not willing to give it all away, although I will be doing a destash sale very soon if it hasn't already started, depending on when I post this video. That being said, I have not sworn myself off from buying fabric, obviously, if I'm showing you a fabric haul today, but I have decided to be more conscious about the fabric that I buy going forward. That usually means I either have an immediate need for it, or there's a fabric that I don't quite stumble upon as often, or I couldn't readily get if a project presented itself for that fabric. So like just a solid ponte, I can always find either locally or online. Stripes I see a lot, so I don't have to fall victim to those as much. But I am purchasing more things that are just either great deals or very unique, or something that I have a project for coming up that nothing in my stash quite works for. So without further ado, let's just jump into the fabrics that I have to show you today. And the first three are from Fabric Mart. Now these are my sponsored fabrics for my Fabricista blog posts with Fabric Mart. Those post every fourth Saturday of the month, so you will be seeing these three this month in March. It'll be the fourth Saturday. And I have three fabrics here because I'm sort of going with the theme for this month's project, even though I don't have everything nailed down, which is a concern because it's already March the 3rd. But I promise you guys it'll be up and ready by whatever the fourth Saturday of March is. So first up, I'm going to start with probably the most least exciting fabric that I have in this stash, just to go ahead and get it out of the way and show it to you. This is a black ponte. It is mostly rayon, then I think nylon, then spandex. I have to double check that. But this is more of a nylon ponte. It's also a really good sort of medium weight ponte. I stress the fact that it's nylon because one of the main complaints I hear from people who don't like ponte, because I myself am a ponte lover, or double knits in general really, but especially pontes, is that they peel, right? And most often the peeling is in your polyester based pontes, and this one, like I said, is a nylon base. Not saying that it won't peel ever, but it's definitely going to be less likely to peel. To me, it also has more of a smooth hand. It also has really great recovery from the stretch, and this particular ponte is stretched a four-way stretch. See how it stretches both across and along the selvage edge, which means that this would be a great knit for dresses, slim-fitting pants, leggings, tops, a bodysuit, a romper, like a tight-fitting like jumpsuit kind of thing. All of that would be great. This is a little bit more structured, although it does have some drape. It is, like I said, a little bit more of a mid-weight ponte. I wouldn't consider it heavy, but definitely on the mid-size. Let me pull that in a little bit so you can see. And like I said, this is probably the least interesting fabric that I have out of the three. But what I realized is that I don't have a little black dress. So for me, this is probably becoming a dress. I haven't decided which one, but this would probably become a dress because I don't know how I am a sewist who does not have a basic little black dress. I need one for work, y'all, and just for general outings. But so this is up first, this black ponte knit. This should still be available online at fabrics.com. I will link to it down in the description box below. Next up is my second knit from Fabric Mart that'll be in this March's Fabricista post. And this is a floral Liverpool. Now, the reason why I picked this one was the colors. I don't know how well you can see it. Maybe I'll get a little bit closer to the camera or put like a pop-up picture right here for you. This is gorgeous. I love the fact that it has these black and white areas that are very sort of graphic and tonal, sort of these black and white flowers. But along with that, you have these pieces in the fabric that have these very vibrant red and peach or orange sort of colored flowers, as well as this little bundle of sort of like turquoise or teal hydrangeas. Let me see if I can bring that closer to the camera. I just wanted to show you the drape on the mannequin. So can you see that? I love these colors here. I love the little pop of blue, but something really intrigues me. Like the whole fabric could have been this black and white sort of tonal graphic florals, and I would have been like a-okay with that as well. But it was a very interesting mix to me that they have both on this one piece of fabric. Again, this is a Liverpool, so you probably can't see from this angle, and probably not even if I bring it closer, but it has that textured, more crepe-like finish. Now, I'm a Liverpool lover. Again, I like knits, especially double knits, and Liverpool is a double knit. I like the crepe finish. I think it makes it a little bit more unique. I also think that it has great stretch and great recovery, which is what I like in a good knit. And the reason why I feel like some people don't like it, I've seen in comments and Facebook groups, is that they feel that it's hot. That may be true. It's not hot to me. I make a lot of summer items out of Liverpool, and fall and winter items too, admittedly. But in the summertime, I typically am making dresses with a Liverpool, and I make sleeveless dresses for spring and summer. You'll never catch me in like a sleeved look in the spring and summer. I don't care how fat my arms get, it's just not gonna happen. I live in the South, it's too hot. So for me, they breathe just fine. I probably wouldn't make like a bodysuit like this out of it and plan to wear that in the summer. In the fall and winter, sure, but it wouldn't be something that I would make for the summer. The other thing that I really like about Liverpool knits, and I'll bring it back closer to the camera again, is they have more of a brushed finish on the inside. Obviously I'm rubbing it, like you guys can feel it, like we have Feel-O-Vision in 2019, we don't. But it has more of a soft brush finish on the inside oftentimes. This one isn't as brushed as others, but regardless, it feels very comfortable against the skin. So I really like this one. I don't know what this one's going to be either. Probably a dress. You guys know I love dresses, right? So this also should still be on the site. I will link to it below if it is. Next up is one more knit. I told you I had 3. This is also for that March post. Yes, I'm going to sew all 3 of these before the 4th week in March so it can be up on the blog. This is a techno knit. Now, a lot of people have questions about techno versus scuba versus neoprene, and I'm going to give you my general thoughts. Now, I am not a person who makes fabric. I am not a real textiles person, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but this has proven to be true for me most of the time when I order fabrics online. To me, a neoprene is more like true scuba gear. So I'm talking a layer of fabric sort of bound to a little spongy layer with another layer of fabric on the other side. So the foam core is sort of sandwiched between those two fabrics. That to me is a neoprene, like real wetsuit, kind of thick, 3mm, 5mm thick. So like think the thickness of like a yoga mat. If you're into yoga, they often come in 3 and 5mm, right? So that's going to be a little bit thicker knit. That makes those really nice, very structured circle skirts and those big pleats, and just different, very structured knit looks will be out of the actual neoprene. I don't see that as much online as in the store as I do scuba knits. Scuba knits are more like that fabric that sandwiches that foam core on a scuba knit, in my opinion. So it's a nice thick density, about the thickness of a good mid-weight ponte. It just has more of a smooth or slick hand, more like a nylon bathing suit fabric than sort of the more soft brushed feel of most pontes. Does that make sense? That to me is a scuba knit. This is a techno knit. A techno knit to me is almost the same as a scuba knit. If there's any difference, it's that this is a little bit lighter weight. It's going to be a little thinner. It's more like your really lightweight ponte. Thicker than an ITY, thicker than a jersey, but thinner than a mid-weight ponte, if that makes sense. So if you've worked with a lightweight ponte, something like this. If you've used like a thicker ponte, like a refined ponte from Joann's, and this is a little thinner than that. Okay, so this is a techno knit. I do think it's true to my definition of what a techno knit is, which is that it's a little bit lighter weight, so it has great drape. It will be fun to wear for me in the summer. Other people say the same thing about techno and scuba knits, is that they're heavy and they're hot. Now they are polyester, so they don't breathe, but to me, if you use it in a dress, it's not hot. I probably wouldn't make, again, pants or a t-shirt out of a scuba knit or a techno knit, or even the Liverpool knit that I showed you before, and try to wear that in the summer. It would be fine for fall. But if you're making something sleeveless like a dress or a skirt, I think you're fine. But again, that's just my opinion. So if you know me, you know I love a good animal print. And this is a cute leopard or cheetah. Erica Bunker does a great post on the difference between the different cat prints. And I read it, but I always forget what she said, so I have to go back and visit it again. Still, this is really pretty. I like it. I'll bring it closer to the camera. It is very graphic, like you can sort of see where it repeats. It's definitely not trying to actually emulate actual leopard or cheetah print. It's just a very sort of graphic, loose interpretation of it, which I actually really like because I just really like the colors in animal prints oftentimes. So this is going to be cute. You can wear it with black, you can wear it with brown, taupes, bright bursts of colors like blues and reds. This will probably also be a dress. We'll see what happens. I'll be sewing this very soon, so I'll be making a decision soon. However, if you guys have any suggestions for what you'd like to see on that blog post, let me know. My idea of this blog post is really to show you maybe the difference between how all the knits work and tips on how to work with knits and that kind of stuff in this blog post. However, I don't want to make 3 of the same thing because that's just boring for me. So maybe I'll do 3 dresses, or do I need to do 3 different types of items to let you know how each knit works for like maybe a dress, a skirt, and a pair of pants? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. If this is still in stock, and it should be, I will link to this down below as well. So those are the 3 fabrics or the 3 knits that I'll be using for my March Fabricista blog post over on fabricmartfabric.com. So I'll link to the blog below as well, so you guys can stay up to date with what I'm doing there, as well as the other amazing sewists that blog for Fabric Mart Fabrics. I'm talking America, which is Overdrive Over 30 if you follow her on Instagram. Also Vasla, who's Fashion Behind the Seams, and more. Those are just the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. So, still sticking with knits. This is a crimson red sweater knit. That's how they described it in the bio. And I love red. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw right around Valentine's Day, I probably posted 10 or 12 different red looks that I've sewn over the years because I am a fan of the color. People say it looks good on me. I don't know if it does or doesn't, but I like it and I'm wearing it. So this is a sweater knit. I bought this with no intentions, despite my whole diatribe at the beginning of this video. I just knew that it's hard for me to find sweater knits, and this red really spoke to me, so I knew I would use it for something eventually. Since I've had it, Mimi G has posted New Look 6581, which is a wrap dress that she made in a sweater knit, and that was fabulous. So now I want this to be that dress. My concern is, you can see it's nice and bright and vibrant. It's a very tightly woven, not woven, but a very tightly knitted face, which is great. It does have great stretch, as most sweater knits do, but it's a little thinner than I originally thought. So I don't know, especially with the light on me, if you can see like my floral bodysuit underneath this, but my concern is going to be coverage with this. Now, then I thought to myself, New Look 6581 is a wrap dress, so the front is pretty much going to be doubled anyway, especially in the skirt portion, which is what I'm mostly concerned about. You can wear the right undergarments up here. However, the back would still be single, so, you know, are we going to have any fashion faux pas if like someone has a flash or you're in somewhere well lit? Maybe. But I bought 3 yards of this not knowing what I would make, and I think I have enough fabric that I can cut the back twice. So I can have double thickness on the back. I can cut each front piece just once, but once I wrap it, I'll have that double layer of coverage. So I still think this is going to be New Look 6581, and if that works, no one's going to be able to talk me out of it. But if that doesn't work, let me know what you think I should make with this amazingly bold bright red sweater knit. Maybe a top or something, some kind of tunic. I'm not sure because my mind is so dead set on New Look 6581. So hopefully my plan will work. Next up is another sweater knit, but this one is a rib sweater knit. So I'm going to bring this a little closer to the camera and hope that you can actually see the ribbing if my camera will focus. Do you see that? I love the texture of that ribbing. And again, I bought this with no plan, which I said I wasn't going to do. However, it's hard for me to find rib knits, especially sweater rib knits like this. And I'm not sure what this is going to become still, but look at that amazing stretch. I mean, that's just typically what you have on a rib knit. So I'm actually in love with it. I love the color gray. It's one of my favorite neutrals, that and maybe like a sage green. But I do really like this gray. So I didn't have a plan when I bought this. If the red doesn't work for New Look 6581, this will be New Look 6581 because this is a little thicker. However, if the red does work, I still want to do 6581 in the red. So then I have to decide what I'm going to make with this. I bought 3 yards, which 3 to 4 is my sort of go-to yardage when I don't know what I'm going to make with something. So I thought about maybe like a separate piece or just a nice sweater or a tunic. I thought about Mimi G's tank dress from a couple of seasons ago that had like the snaps down the side vents of the dress. I think that would be really cute. I don't know about my body's ready for that because rib knits are pretty clingy, but we'll see. Another thought that I had, because this recently was released, Erin of Style Sew Me has teased us with her new patterns for spring. And one of those patterns is like a whole loungewear look. There are multiple views in that pattern and they all look super cozy, which would just be perfect for a sweater knit. So before I do anything with this fabric, I'm going to wait for Erin of Style Sew Me to actually release those patterns and let me see how much yardage I need to make. But if you haven't seen her tees, make sure you follow her on Instagram so you can see her tees. She's at Style Sew Me and Style Sew Me Patterns on Instagram. Follow both because you don't want to miss either. So Erin, I'm waiting, girl. Let me know when those are released because I think this will be right up the alley for what you just released. Next up, I have 2 fabrics that did not come from Fabric Mart. These are from lowpricefabric.com, which is Michael Levine in LA. Now, I like Michael Levine. I visited there the last 2 times that I was in LA when Mimi was still doing her conference. And it's a great store. They carry great products, but they're in LA. And their shipping isn't flat rate like I have Fabric Mart, who's just $8.99 or $9.99. No matter what you order. It's variable depending on the weight of your fabric, which is totally fair. I understand why they do that. It just doesn't appeal to me. However, here recently, they sent out an email. If you're not on their newsletter, get on their newsletter list. Same thing for Fabric Mart. They have a sale every day. If you do not want to buy more fabric, do not join those mailing lists. But if you love fabric and you want to get the best deal, it's best to get on all your fabric sites newsletters or follow them or join their Facebook groups. I realize they don't share as much of their deals on Instagram, even though I prefer Instagram a little bit more than Facebook. They're more likely to put those deals on their Facebook group pages or their Facebook pages. All that being said, they got me when they sent out that free shipping email. Michael Levine, that is. They sent out a free shipping email for whatever you bought in the whole store. That's all it took to get me. Hook, line, and sinker. All right. So I bought these 2 fabrics. They're both peach skins. If you haven't worked with peach skins, they're sort of like a rayon challis, but they have a little bit more of a brush face. So think about like a double brush poly, which is what this bodysuit is. So it's about the weight, maybe a little heavier than a rayon challis or any other type of lightweight polyester you use, but it has like that more textured finish. So as you can see here, this is white with black polka dots. I love it. I never really thought I was a polka dot person, but I made a cream and black polka dot dress out of like a jersey fabric last year and loved it. It also got a lot of response on Instagram, so I think you guys loved it too. Anyway, so then I realized, maybe I like polka dots. I also bought the opposite colorway, which is black with white polka dots. And I thought this was really cute. So guys, I'm torn. I'm gonna need your help on this. I originally purchased these 2 fabrics. You can see they have great drape. Like I said, they're in that sort of lightweight polyester, rayon challis kind of feel of lightness and flowiness. Let's see the drape and the flow. Be really great for like a wrap skirt or something. Anyway, the thought I had when I bought these was to make a colored block outfit. And I was thinking of maybe a Simplicity 1059, which is that retro deep V dress pattern. And I could have one side be the white and one side be the black, right? And make like a little tie belt, make it cute. I thought that would be neat. I also had the idea of maybe doing something with a wrap, right? So you have the black, oops, the white over the black, or the black over the white. I don't know, just some kind of cute wrap dress. Then I had the idea to maybe, let me show it on the mannequin, hopefully you can see. Then I had the idea maybe to use the white for the top, okay, and then color block with the black on the bottom. So again, maybe a dress, maybe a jumpsuit or a romper, but something cute where I could color block the black and the white. So side by side, wrap, top on bottom, maybe even separates, right? Same concept though, like a blouse and a wrap skirt, or I don't know what else I can make. Tunic and a pair of like really loose flowing pants. I have 2 yards of each, so I should be pretty set on making separates or a one-piece thing. But then I had the thought, thanks to Beauty Bugs Closet on Instagram. She has been featuring sewists who do mommy and me or daddy and me sort of looks, and she reached out to me and I sent her some, so I'm featured on her page. Because sometimes, you guys know, I sew for Miss Socialite as well. She's still very much into twinning with me, so I love it, and I'm gonna keep doing it until she thinks I'm not cool anymore. So then I thought, well, maybe I can make like a top or a skirt for me and then make like a dress for her. But then which fabric do I get and which fabric does she get? I don't know. But I thought that would be a cute idea as well, since I haven't done sort of a twinning look in a while. And I don't love the looks that look exactly the same. I just like the looks that sort of coordinate, and so these fabrics would definitely allow me to do that. Here's the problem though, guys. You know me, I'm selfish. And I sort of really am feeling the two-tone, you know, outfit for just me. So do I share and do a look for each of us? Or do I remain selfish and make just one look for me? Or for just $5 a yard, do I hold on and see if Michael Levine does another free shipping day and just order more? Decisions. So that's everything I've purchased for pretty much 2019. Let me know a couple of things in the comments. One, what I should make with those first 3 knits I showed you, the black solid, the sort of graphic floral, and the leopard techno knit. Especially if you have any knit dress patterns that you'd like to see sewn up, let me know about those in the comments below. And then for the polka dots, let me know whether I should do one color block look for myself or do a twinning look with Miss Socialite. Let me know. That's all for today, guys. Bye.